And now, another episode of Crit Camp Gaming.
Lyle, get your quarters ready and place them on the machine because it's time to fight. Start hitting those buttons. And use that control.
Yeah, it's time to button mash.
Yeah, it's time
to button mash our way to victory.
Button mash. Get your combos ready, dude, because we've got D. Brad Talton Jr. here tonight. Woo! Today, actually, this is midday.
Good to be back. It's been years since I was on Crit Camp.
It has, man. I just went back in time in my head because usually we would play games with you at night. It's not night. It's not night. It is day. It is the midday. It's a nice morning here to be hanging out with Brad here. We've got a new game that we're going to be bringing. Well, not a new game. It's the Exceed fighting system. It's season 6 that we're honored to be able to play today, thanks to Brad. And it's Under Night in Birth, right? Woo!
Yeah. So French Bread's signature fighting game, and we've brought it to the Exceed system. I'm really excited about this personally. This is one of my favorite fighting games of all time, and it's I'd say without reservation the most beautiful 2D fighter in that's available today.
Wow.
It's really gorgeous. The animation is amazing. It feels really visceral when you land those hits. It's a really cool fighter, and if you haven't played it yet, I would definitely recommend checking out Under Night in Birth. The definitive edition CLR came out, I want to say about 1.5 to 2 years ago.
Wow.
And so there's a lot of cool stuff in there.
Well, full disclosure, I have to say, I'm glad you described it to. I have not played Under Night in Birth, the fighting game.
Neither have I.
I haven't played it, so
well,
this is my first exposure to the IP in general, not Exceed. I mean, obviously we've played Exceed with you before. We're excited about the whole Exceed fighting system from level 99, but season 6 is bringing Under Night in Birth both to fans. It sounds like in a very close, it's very close to the IP, and it's looking really good. The art, I mean, from my point of view, for having not played the game, I love the artwork. It looks great. It's engaging. What we're about to see in this mod here that's been made, I mean, it just feels awesome. And what you guys are doing with it is really cool to a new player getting into it for the first time, if this is your first time even experiencing Exceed. So with Season 6, what is Season 6 bringing to the game that 1 through 5 have not?
Yeah, so it's so first off, I'll say Season 6 is designed to be a great starting point for the game. So if you haven't played yet, this is a great place to get started. We actually have a 2-character box, Hyde and Linne, which is a nice jumping on point. It's a bit cheaper than any of the other boxes in the set. It's got just the core of what you need to play: 2 fighters, rules, board, etc. What's really neat about Season 6, and I think is kind of what's neat about Under Night. So what you have to understand about Under Night is that this is an extremely aggressive fighting game. You're always moving, and characters have ridiculous ranges. Like light punches reach across the screen for some characters. So one character has a whip, and they can just like smack you from full screen no matter where you are. Characters have stretchy arms, giant sides. We had a lot of trouble putting the sprites in the art boxes for this game because some of the sprites in this game are so big that they break the frames completely. So that's something you have to understand about this, is that the range curve, everything you knew about what your optimum ranges were in the first 5 seasons is kind of out the window with Under Night. Second, it's extremely aggro. Every character in this season has a power that works on their turn. And so when you pass the turns to your opponent, you're giving them the ability to use their full powers against you. So it's very scary to pass turn in this season.
Yeah.
The third thing is that the normal cards, which have been the same in every season so far, those now have new boost effects on the bottom half. So the boost effect on those cards is different, and in those boosts we've captured some of the key mechanics of Under Night, and we've also captured sort of the more aggressive play style. So there's a lot of boosts now that cause you to strike. It's a little bit harder to build up a bunch of stats, so it's much more about your footsies and about what move you're going to play right now, or what you're going to do with the moment that you have on the in play. So so Under Night, really cool property, really neat character designs. It's very anime, and if you're like me, you love it. So let's check it out.
Yeah. No, I mean, I have to say, our first experience, I mean, as we're about to jump into it here, and Brad's going to overwatch us as we sit here and play into this game, Lyle and I battled it out with Linne, is how you say her name properly.
I think so, yeah.
Right? Yeah, she was who I used and who was available. There's a public mod out there, which you can find through the Level 99 Discord. That's how I found it, or via the Tabletop Sim Workshop. It's called Balanced Breakfast.
Yeah, that's the publicly available community mod, which has some of these characters that it's going to have more over time.
Yeah.
The rest of them are coming out over time.
Okay, great. Yeah, I mean, it had everything, I believe, in there. And it's got a tournament room and everything. So if you want to play some Exceed, definitely hop in the Level 99 Discord. You can go to level99games.com to find that information. And it's got a very live community, which is great. I kept seeing people finding games at the time. But in there, you can play multiple characters. Lyle and I battled it out with Street Fighter versus Under Night. And I played Linne. And immediately, I think, Lyle, we can both say that we found how fast she was and how quick this game moved compared to what we'd experienced back in seasons like 1 and 2 characters.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it definitely moved faster. And I mean,
crazy.
we were in the last couple of years, Chris and I have been playing a lot more card games rather than sort of miniatures games. So I think generally our knowledge about playing card games has gotten a little better. That might have helped a little bit too.
Oh yeah, dramatically.
But playing was really cool. Yeah, but we only had access to the one character, so I'm very, very excited to see all the different characters from the Under Night IP. I also just threw a link in chat right now. If you're watching on chat and you want to know where you can pre-order this, if you want to get it, if you do !Exceed in chat, there's a link to Level 99's website for Exceed, and you can get stuff on pre-order. And Chris is just putting a graphic up there. Yep, pre-order at Level 99 Games.
Yeah, and Brad, they can go get everything we're going to see today there at Level 99 Games right now.
Yeah, everything is available. The there's like I said, the Great Starter Box is Hyde and Linne, but each of these boxes is a complete playable game. They're all great starting points. There's one solo character, Landrekia, and you can pair him with any of the other boxes, or you can just grab a whole bundle. The playmat is also there.
Yeah, the playmat.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, the playmat's really cool. They have some like Brad. We were saying even before the stream. I think the way this is, having not experienced Under Night and Birth as a fighting game personally and played it, I mean, the art really pops. It really gets you excited. It makes you feel like you're definitely in an awesome fighting game. There's the playmat. We kind of showed it a little bit earlier that you can get right now.
Yeah, I also want to just mention, if for those of you that aren't familiar with this game or Exceed fighting system at all, it's not like a collectible card game where you're getting a bunch of cards and you have to build a deck. So when we say that there's a starting pack of 2 characters, those are fully developed decks for those characters that you can just, everything's in the box that you need to play. You can just go ahead and play. Yeah.
It's like a real fighting game. You don't get to customize your character. This is the kit you get, and you just have to get good with these cards.
Yeah.
and through, the cards are pretty deep. You'll discover a lot of options as you play. And there's a lot of room to get good, without having to dive deep into deck building. Right,
and I have to say, when Lyle and I jumped back into it just the other day, it was kind of like, oh boy, like what do we need to remember? I felt like the accessibility. I mean, like Lyle said, we've gotten better with card games and playing card games of various types. The accessibility was there. I feel like, and you're going to see us do it here. Brad will probably clarify a few things. The accessibility was
clarify a bunch of things.
Yeah,
we do forget.
Yeah, and the discovery. Was really cool. You don't feel like you have to know what 100% is in your deck to sort of find some fun combos and have an exciting battle, which you're going to see here. So it's time, I think, to get into the game. And hello, everyone. We'll welcome everyone. I see Marco's in chat. What's going on, Marco? Thanks for all the help earlier, getting this rocking and going. And hello to Inked. Yes, we're Inked affiliates, and it's good to see. We got some representation from Inked in chat. How are you today? It's good to see everybody. So let's get into this. Let's show this off. Let's show off some uni. Is that the proper way to say it? Because I kept saying Under Night and Birth.
Or
unit.
Like, I think as far as the community goes, you can say anything you want.
I wouldn't let me say anything.
It's definitely a mouthful, but uni is good.
Uni's allowed. Okay, cool. So this is a mod. This mod is not publicly available right now. We're honored to say that we get a chance to kind of show some stuff off here with Brad, and he's going to let us know what's going on and so forth. There is the mod. The Balanced Breakfast mod is available there, because we always get this question, where did you guys play this? Will this mod eventually be a public available mod, or what is the plan with this?
So the plan is to release all of the characters through the community mod Balance Breakfast. So so those will be coming up soon.
Very cool. Very cool.
In the next few weeks. And we've already spoiled a couple of them on Twitter and social medias.
Yeah.
So
definitely follow.
So everybody will be coming out in time.
Yeah, definitely follow at Level 9 Games. You guys have been showing the kits of these new characters, the artwork on there. It's been really cool. So the reveals have been a lot of fun. I mean, there's stuff in here that hasn't been revealed yet. Woo, which I don't know.
Yeah.
So
we can try out some characters that maybe haven't been seen elsewhere yet.
Oh boy! All right.
Ooh.
So what? I'm really excited about. So we're just gonna grab a couple here. Is there two that you think we should start with, Brad? Or are you okay with us sort of just grabbing a couple?
I mean, I could, if you want to tell me about your play style in fighting games, I could recommend a character to you, or you can just grab whoever looks the coolest. Like I said, every character is pretty accessible.
Okay.
The only one I'd be a little wary of is Lamdrekia. He's the more advanced character, but pretty much anyone else you can play right off the line. And of course, the simplest and most straightforward characters are going to be Hyde and Linne.
Yeah, Linne felt really good. She felt definitely up my alley. I'm kind of looking to do something. I did see. So I'll go first here. Out of this box here, I don't know whose box. Is this Gordeau's box? Is that how you're kind of referencing this box? You revealed Gordeau, I think, just the other day. And when it comes to discarding cards in any card game, I'm all about it.
Yeah,
I'm all about
definitely a very what do you want to say? I don't know the quite the term for it, but sort of a lockdown deck, right? You can attack your opponent's resources, and you can reduce their hand, and basically run them out of steam, and then attack them while they're unable to defend themselves. Well, and that's sort of how Gordeau works. Each attack you do is going to attack your opponent's resources as well.
Oh, I think I'm gonna go Gordeau, Lyle, just because
Boo.
It's annoying and trolly. So I'm gonna go with Gordeau, guys. And by the way, I will state here as we're picking our characters, that if you have questions about the rules, please ask them in chat. We've got, like we said, Marco is in chat with us, joining us, knows a lot about that stuff. We've got fans of the game. We got Brad here. We're not going to go in depth into the rules. We'll kind of see them as we play. Goal of the game is to reduce each other's health from 30 to 0, or the other player runs out of their deck and they lose, just like in a fighting game. So we'll be playing on a 2D sort of plane. So I'll be Gordeau. I'm going to use these are the standees that were available through the pre-order and everything like that. So I'm going to throw the standee out there. Otherwise, you would normally use your character card, but I'm going to put that over here, and we can discuss Gordeau a little bit more after Lyle chooses his fighter. Choose your fighter.
You know what? Very, very technically, since you picked the character all the way over here from this box on the left, I was just going to choose this character over here from this box on the right. I don't know who I'm choosing.
Okay. So Nanase is... oh gosh, how do I describe Nanase? This is if you thought Linne was fast, then Nanase is gonna rock your world.
Oh no.
This character is even faster and more advantaged than Nanase, or than Linne.
Oh no. Great.
She can basically attach speed and take an extra turn to any attack she has, and a lot of her attacks are quite quick and have pretty good ranges too. So she can really dance around the board.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm excited now.
All right. Good counter.
Cool.
Good counter.
So
So we're gonna kind of rearrange our cards here.
Yeah. You each have a reference card here. We'll probably not use those on TTS, but you can see sort of what your moves have. And just to give you a quick overview of these kits, I'd like to walk you through the two characters, sort of tell you what they're all about,
please,
in more detail. So Gordeau, you see your character ability here. This is a power you always have, and it's action strike. Your attack has hit. The opponent must discard a card. Right. So when it's your turn as Gordeau, you can choose to use this action. That action causes you to make a strike, just like normal. And if that strike hits, as an additional effect, the opponent will discard a card from their hand. All right.
Is that a random card or just
it's a choice. Unless it says random, it's going to be a choice. And if you flip that over to the other side, you can see this is an action that costs you 1 gauge. And so Gordeau can pay 1 gauge. The opponent must spend 1 force, if able, take another action. What is a force? A force is either a card from your hand or a card from your gauge, your choice. All right. So, and then he gets to take another action. So you can do this multiple times. So if you're Gordeau and you have 3 gauge and the opponent has 3 cards in their hand, you can just run this effect and force them to lose cards or lose their own gauge until you feel like you're in a great position to go ahead and throw your attack.
This seems OP.
I love it.
It's pretty high pressure. You want to be real careful about you can't let yourself fall behind against this guy, Lyle. Okay, just be aware.
Chris is going to be very, very tempted.
Lockdown,
to
mill deck,
like to run both of our gauges to the ground.
Yeah,
everybody dies.
You may not want to totally run your gauge out with Gordeau, because you also have, if you look at this card on the side here, you'll see you have 4 specials, and if you flip that over, you'll see you actually have 3 ultras with this character. One of them is a cheap one. The other 2 are pretty expensive. Anyway, you can kind of get an idea of what they do, but this is a character that can very easily combo out once he gets a lot of gauge as well. So you have some pretty strong in-game conditions in your ultras.
Fill the gauge box and rock and roll. I also noticed I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Gordeau sounds amazing. I'm excited. I noticed Gordeau has 29 cards in his deck.
That's right.
30.
You only have 1 copy of Soul Exodus in your deck. And that is a pretty game-ending card. Or what am I thinking of? Yeah.
Is it Soul Exodus?
He just has 1 copy of Soul Exodus, which is a pretty strong swing. Yeah, it's like a 4-card swing when you hit with it, and then you get to take another turn. So, yeah, you're pretty much going to end the game at that point once you can land that.
So I just noticed that and I actually was scrolling over here and noticed a lot of these decks aren't like a strict 30-card deck. Like we were saying, this isn't a deck building game with a strict you need 36 cards. I'm noticing like Mika 32, 38 in
Byakuya,
yeah, in her deck there. You've got Carmine with 32, 34. These are 30-card decks when you see 2 guys, because one's a reference, one's a character card. But Hyde looks like 32 cards in his deck. So interesting to discover what's going to be in these decks and the builds. So cool, man.
Yeah,
I like it.
The characters that have Rekkas often have more copies of those cards. So a Rekka being like a 1-2-3 type attack.
Oh, okay.
Some characters have more special moves than other characters. And other characters have it as part of their kit. Like, for example, Enkidu has 6 copies of one of his cards. And his whole kit relies around managing those attacks.
He was just revealed on Twitter. I saw that. And I dove into his kit, I think, right? Am I thinking of the right guy?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
And then Byakuya has really crazy draw power. He can easily get a hand of 10, 11 cards at a time. And that's pretty normal for him.
Whoa.
So let's talk about Nanase.
Yeah.
So Nanase, your action is, much like Gordeau, you get to strike. When you strike, your attack has -1 power, -1 speed, and you get advantage. So advantage means that after the strike, you get to take the next turn. So
right.
You lose power and speed, but you get to attack and attack and attack and attack. And so this can be really dangerous if your opponent runs out of options. If Gordeau's hand ever gets low, and you have a full hand, you can really just attack until you're forced to stop, until he wins a wild swing, or until you decide to back off. So you get all the control of tempo with this character, and you go ahead and flip her over here, and you see. So you can pay 1, just like Gordeau. You pay 1 and take an action. You can choose. You get 2 power, or you get advantage, and you no longer lose power and speed for your advantage. I can take 2 power, or I can take advantage. My choice. But the opponent gets 1 power. So it's more of a risk proposition, where you're giving your opponent a little bit of an advantage in order to get a big advantage on your own attack. Right. So what about
what's the bottom section there?
So the bottom section. So that's a sort of a new mechanic in this season. But go ahead and flip over to the front, and let me show you that. So you see each character has an exceed mode. All of the exceed modes in this season cost 1. So it only costs you 1 gauge to flip your characters to their exceed side. So that's because the exceed side is kind of like a different stance in this set. It lets you spend your gauge on some special effect. and that's what you saw with Gordeau and Nanase. They both spent 1 gauge to do a different thing when they're in their exceed mode. So if you don't have any gauge, you probably are not getting much mileage out of that. So if you flip that over again, you'll see the bottom part actually gives you a revert action. You can add a card from your hand to your gauge, and then you flip back to your normal side, and you get to take another turn. So you can. There's a couple ways you can use this. One is just let me go back to my original ability, but the other one is I can go basically a gauge positive. So if I'm in exceed mode, and I have, let's say, an ultra that costs 2, I can flip back, add an extra card to my gauge, and then use the ultra because I'll have enough gauge to pay for it now.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of actions
awesome.
you get.
Yeah, you can keep the cycle going, man. Yeah, that's really cool. It keeps it moving. I remember from like 7th Cross when the transformation cards, it was sometimes 3 cards just to flip, and then you would transform, and you were sometimes just stuck in that transformation eventually, right? Because it was such a big value.
Right. It was a full shift in your game plan. And then with these, it's not such a big shift, but you may decide to go back and forth over the course of the game.
Right. No, it's super. Dude, I'm excited, man. I mean, this is super cool.
And
we need to talk about her abilities. We didn't go into what she can do.
Well, to give you an idea of Nanase, she moves around all the time. She's quite quick. As you can see from the speeds and power on these special moves. So she's got really good stats overall, and a lot of draw power and a lot of mobility. So really a lot of everything. And if you take a look at the ultras on this, you can see that she's got one that is a big counterattack, that's Lumiere, and then another one that's very proactive, which is Atmosphere. And so anyway, you can see you really don't want to get hit by this move here, Lumiere of Dawn, because that'll rock your world.
Oh my god, you're hitting back for 9. That's crazy.
And I don't like the Atmosphere one either. Like, I mean, both. I don't want to get hit by any of these. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. So what you want to be careful about is that, what you probably see is Nanase runs up to you. She throws down 3 or 4 cards in a sequence, maxes out her gauge, and then finishes with one of these 2 ultras. And it's up to you to call whether it's going to be the fast one or the medium speed one. And, watch out.
Yeah.
If you get it wrong, you're in trouble.
I'm going to get it wrong. It doesn't matter.
So,
well, you know what's really funny is not only are we gonna Chris, not only are you gonna get it wrong, but I'm also gonna get the lead up wrong. So Brad is talking about an idealized situation and how to play this character, which you may or may not see. In this game.
Well, let's find out. I'm excited to see you start playing.
Yeah.
So shall we flip for first?
Yeah, we should flip for first. Yeah, now I'm like, oh man, I mean, I love it. I love the fact. I mean, we're gonna have to discover, and we're gonna see what happens, right? Let's go. Let's go.
See.
Okay, so Lyle, heads or tails? I'll do the flipping.
Tails.
Tails. Okay. Tring. Is that actual flip? I don't think I flipped it.
You can push R.
Oh right.
Okay.
Okay, that wasn't okay. You get tails today. This virtual coin. I'm not so good with the virtual coin. Give me that coin. Let me throw it around.
I really do hate flipping virtually like that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So first player draw 5, second player draw 6.
Okay.
And as the winner of the flip, you get to decide if you want to draw 5 or 6. But
you do.
I will tell you that as the Nanase, you do want to go first.
So just a reminder, we're using the standees that were available on level99games.com with this game here. Right now, we're using the standees to represent where we are in the battlefield. Generally, you'd be able to put your card in and follow along and do that. We've got our cards off to the side based on our different abilities. So if you guys have any question, want to see anything closer, just let us know. And we'll try to blow things up and play through the game and show it as best we can. So good luck, Lyle.
Yeah, good luck. And I do want to say thank you so much for Drop Dead Shred, who gifted a couple subs
thanks,
in chat. And also want to say hello to anybody new, like Dragon Swift Gaming, who was wondering what we were playing. We were playing Exceed fighting system, the new season, Uni, Under Night in Birth.
Yeah. No, this is very exciting. Very exciting. Head to level99games.com if you want to check it out. We're going to start our first game right now. It's going to be a lot of fun. You ready to fight? Gordeau versus Nanase.
Yeah, and I'll say, if you want to just join in and learn how to play Exceed, we play it most nights on our Discord server. So if you go to level99games.com and you look at the little community tab, you'll find a link for Discord, and you can join our Discord and you can try it for yourself and see what you think. So yeah, come play some games with us.
Yeah, definitely.
Now you could mulligan if you wanted mulligan at this point. Then that's just take any number of cards from your hand, discard them face down, draw that many more, then reshuffle to consolidate your deck. So if you want to mulligan, now's the time to do it. Otherwise, we're ready to start.
Yeah, let's rock and roll, Lyle. Mulligan, Lyle. I dare you.
I think I am gonna mulligan
Dang
a little bit. Yeah, but
all right, go for it. I don't know what's.
Actually, maybe not, because I don't really know what I'm looking for.
Right.
So.
All right, your go then. So the thing is here, strike your attack as a hit opponent. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, it's your go, dude.
Hey, Chris, Can you make me a GM?
Oh, yeah. Are you not a GM?
No, I'm just a spectator right now.
Oh, I can demote you.
Am I okay? Let me see.
I think you can change your color if you want, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, there's not a GM seat available to me. It's no big deal. I just want to be able to see your hands too.
Oh, you can't see it?
No, I can't see your hands.
Demote, give host. I can make you a host.
No, that'll crash your stream.
Yeah. Okay, your go.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
I'll just have to see what happens at the same pace as everyone else.
Yeah, I mean you can cheat and look at Skype and see my hand.
Yeah, I can screen look on you.
That's why we won't be fighting each other. All right, dudes, you're good. It's your go, Lyle.
Yeah, you know what?
Yep.
I'm going to just. I think I might just prepare, dude.
Do you want to? Should we go over the basic actions for the people watching at home?
Sure.
Again.
Oh, sure. Let's do that.
Yeah. So if we can zoom up on one of our action cards. So each turn you get to take one action, and then it passes to your opponent. And so the basic action that Lyle's doing, prepare, you draw a card, and then when your turn ends, you draw another card. So you get 2 cards out of that. You can move. You can pay any number of cards from your hand to move that many spaces forward or backwards. It costs you 2 cards to jump over your opponent, or 2 force to jump over your opponent. You can play a boost, and so boosts are the bottom effects of cards. These are non-combat abilities, and those are utilities that you can use on your turn. You can change cards, which is the same thing, spend force, but you get to draw that many cards. So you can basically mulligan your hand at any time during the game and get a whole new hand of cards. If you don't like your ranges, you don't necessarily have to wait for those ranges to become available. You can just ditch your hand and grab a whole new stack of cards. You can reshuffle your deck, which is useful mostly in a tournament setting where players will be watching your discard pile to see what options you have left. And you can exceed, which is where you pay that certain amount of gauge to flip your character to their other side. The last thing you can do is strike, which is take a card from your hand, play it face down, and that initiates combat between the 2 players. When you strike, you don't draw a card at the end of the turn. So you'll start to lose options if you keep striking continuously. But yeah, so that's what's available to you right now. So what Lyle's doing, prepare, you'll pick up 2 cards, and then we pass the turn over to Chris.
All right, and the max hand limit is 7?
7.
7.
Yeah, and that's enforced at the end of the turn. So after you take your turn, if you have more than 7, you'll discard down.
Nice. Okay. I think, let's see. Do I want to... let's go... Okay. I'm gonna play a boost. I'm gonna play out Grim Reaper. This is a good choice, but I'm gonna go Grim Reaper, and I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna range. Oh, it's range 1, push 1 or 2.
So
that'll
attack will only work at range 1.
Not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. I'm going to precise aim, is what I meant to say. Boost at the bottom there. This is constant, so I get +1 to my speed. Now I advance or retreat 1. So I'm gonna retreat 1.
Okay, and so then this will stay in play until the next strike, and on that strike you'll have +1 speed.
That's my tactical boost. All right, Lyle's turn.
Okay. Ooh, interesting. You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away, huh?
I'm trying to get away from you, man. I don't know if you're ranged, but I'm guessing yes, you aren't. I'm praying you are not. Going by that you have a sword in your hand, it looks like. What is your standee? Yes, you have a giant sword. I am hoping you do not
I mean,
range me.
I'll just say that like in this season, there's nowhere on the board that's really safe.
Okay.
There's some spaces that are going to be safer than others, but
All right.
there's definitely ways to hit the opponent from this range.
Are there characters that have projectiles, or is it all melee?
Absolutely.
Oh, there are.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are a lot of characters with projectiles in this game.
Ah.
Yeah. Now, a projectile is fundamentally the same as an attack.
Right.
In Exceed. Typically, yeah. Well, anyway, projectile range is usually 3 to 8.
Kayla, what you gonna do, man?
Let me look at these things.
Oh, now he's in the tank. Now he's down in his tank here. Already.
No.
in the tank.
Okay, I just wanted to see what we got. Okay, so I'm gonna play a boost as well.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this boost. It's a continuous boost. Reach. So I get
So first off,
+1 range. Is that right?
This boost costs 1 force. That's what the number in the bottom left means. So you need to pay 1 more card from your hand to your discard in order to use that.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
right.
that's what that little red 1 means.
Yep. I think I'm gonna throw.
Please discard more cards. Please.
Oh, I do like that one. Yeah, I'm gonna discard.
All right.
I'll
So
discard
then
Salt.
you have your maximum range increases by 1, and it immediately initiates a strike. So go ahead and put a card face down. That's your strike, and now Chris will respond with a card from hand or from the top of the deck.
So Lyle can bluff me at this point. He may not even be able to reach me, right? He may just be playing something else.
He played a card with extra reach, so you got to assume that he can reach you. He committed pretty heavy to this.
I did commit very hard on this.
Okay, and I'm realizing, at least with what's in my... Oh, okay, I have a thing. I do have a thing. Okay, I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to go with this card. All right?
Okay.
Okay, so we reveal those. All right, and so we have let the floor carry your feelings versus focus. All right, so so first we check speed. We got 4 speed to 1 speed.
I have +1 speed, though. That's technically 2 speed for me.
Yeah, technically 2 speed.
But
not speedy enough.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the range on this attack is 2 to 4, but you have the range extension.
Yep.
So you're going to hit from 2 to 5, which will connect, and then you'll do 4 damage to the opponent. Okay?
But I have 2 armor, right? So I reduce that?
Yep. So you'll take 2.
Yep.
And then this card says after, which is right now, after the attack, if the opponent is stunned, advance or retreat 2 and draw 2. Unfortunately, this did not stun the opponent because he has 5 points of guard.
Yeah.
So you would have actually had to do 6 damage to stun him out.
Good try.
So that's that. This attack was a hit, so it'll go over to your gauge, and then Gordeau will execute his move.
Yeah.
Range is 1 to 2, so that's going to whiff, and then after you draw 1 card. Since this attack did not hit, it's going to go to your discard pile rather than your gauge.
So even if I'm defending and I do manage to hit him, I could still have gotten that in my gauge eventually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, sweet.
And then because this strike is over, the cards, the boosts that you had in play, the continuous boosts, tactical and reach, both go away.
Oh, mine gets cleared too on his strike?
Yeah.
Yeah, you used it on a strike, dude.
Oh, boo.
Yep, next strike.
Yep.
So that's that, and then we go on to the next turn, which is Chris's turn.
Wow, how defensive is that to blow out my... That was mean, Lyle.
Yeah, dude. You
Super
can't.
mean.
I don't want you to have boosts, dude. Get out of here.
Dang, bro.
I did want you to get stunned though. It was a shot in the dark.
Dang. But you did, though.
That was a good guess. You would assume he was going fast, and fast cards usually don't have good defenses.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play... But then that's just going to do that.
I mean, it looks pretty playable to me where I'm screen looking on you. So...
Okay, so I'm going to play down another power. I'm going to play down another boost. I'm going to play down...
Okay.
Is that okay? Yeah, I'm doing that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
that's fine.
He's looking at my hand. He's like, you idiot. So I'm going to play down 2... I'm going to play down...
I thought you'd strike with it because it has appropriate range, but you can boost with it too.
No, I've got a plan here. I know Lyle knows my deck, man. I know he knows my deck, so I'm trying to throw him off.
I don't know your deck,
He
dude.
threw out his 4 to 8 range card here, but I'm putting it down as a boost because I'm going godlike. So
All right.
+2
so
power.
+2 power.
Yeah, and then if I hit, I'll get some bonuses. So I'm done there. Draw a card. Your turn, Lyle.
So sustain means if he spends 2 gauge after he uses this, even though he used it, it remains on the board.
It'll stay in play after the strike.
Got it.
Yeah, for the next strike.
I may do that.
Yeah.
All right. So Chris doesn't want to hit me with this amazingly long staff he has.
Nope. Not
It's
right now.
actually a
Reach
scythe,
all the
but
way
the head of the
across the
scythe
board.
is too long. It's actually like another card length over there. That's
Would you guys stop making fun of my scythe? Okay, and just worry about yourself. I got a strategy here. I got strats. It's the long game.
It is a long game.
This is why Brad's not
You
allowed to
know
look at
what?
my hand. He's disappointed.
I'm actually gonna prepare.
Yeah, keep drawing cards, dude. Keep drawing them. Your cards are a resource, right? Health is a resource. Okay. You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from me, eh?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
What you got another long stick, dude?
Dude, yes. So I'm gonna attack. I'm going to strike you, sir. I'm going to strike you like this. Hwah!
Okay. Hold on.
Or wait a
hold on
second. Hold up. Could I do that?
No. Remember, you're currently at range 5. So if the card that you're looking at does not have the number 5,
Well, here's my
printed in its
next level
range.
strat. I'm gonna say my next level strat right here because I think that this is a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm gonna boost this. I'm gonna actually play a boost first. I'm gonna play down the sweet boost, just defense. It says +3 armor, now strike. Now I'm gonna strike.
Okay.
Oh,
So
and
now you'll play.
Okay.
Yeah, so then I'm gonna strike
That's
with this.
interesting.
And so you've got +2 power and +3 armor.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, Lyle?
Whatever this card is.
Oh my god.
And whatever this card is. You mean this range 1 to 2 card I just struck with? Brad's so sad.
I guess we're just gonna go with this one.
Okay. No, I've got strats. Combos time. Ready? Flip.
Yeah.
Review. All right. First, we check speed, right? So I'm 3 to 1. You don't have any bonus,
All
so
right.
I go first.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm 3 to 6, and you're within range. So I'm going to hit you for 4.
All right.
Well, 4
And you
plus
got
2,
2 armor.
6. I'm going to hit you for 6, actually, because of my godlike power I have.
So 6 power incoming, 2 armor. You're going to take 4 damage.
Yep.
And then pull 2. Except that focus says you cannot be pushed or pulled. So you won't pull him 2 spaces.
Okay, that's fine.
And you could spend a gauge to gain advantage, but you don't have any gauge at this point. So that is the end of that.
Sad.
All
That's
right.
sad.
And then focused, again, you took 2 damage and you have 5 guards, so you're still not stunned. So you can attack at range 1 to 2. That's going to whiff.
Is the
but you do get
gauge
to
is the
draw a
guard
card.
mount after the armor? So because he took 4
Yeah.
damage, so
Yeah, guard is based on the actual amount of damage you took,
oh
the incoming damage.
dang.
Yep.
Okay, sad.
So yeah, so it actually takes 8 to break a focus.
Okay, so he doesn't
Yeah,
retaliate
so
though.
He discard. Well, he did, but he missed because it's range 1 to 2.
So it only goes to the gauge if I actually hit.
Right.
Yep.
But because
Which
I
you
hit,
did,
right?
so yours will go to gauge.
Mine goes to gauge, and what is it? I had a hit ability here. After, if my attack hit, you may spend 2 gauge to sustain this. So that doesn't happen.
But you didn't have enough gauge at that time, so you
Dang.
couldn't do that.
So
Yep. So these 2 go away.
and then I lose all armor too, if that
Mhm.
whatever. But so I missed out on a
Yep.
huge combination
Well,
because I didn't have any gauge.
It's live and learn.
Yep, live and learn. All right, your turn, Lyle. Dang. Okay.
+2 power is good all on its own. You don't have to get it for 2 turns for it to be really good.
Right. I'm just bummed I didn't take advantage of my gauge combos. No worries.
All right.
Oh.
I do that. Don't want to do that.
Okay, so yeah, what's my ability here? Yeah.
So your ability is that you can, when you hit somebody, they
Yeah.
discard a card. But you can't use that if you, say played something like Just Defense that caused you to strike instead.
Yeah.
You have to make that your action.
All right, game on, Lyle. Somebody's got more
Think
health.
about something.
Somebody's got more health. That's me.
It's not wrong to just walk up, especially
Yep.
if you got a card like, if you've got a Grasp in your hand, the new boost on Grasp called Respect lets you run up to the opponent pretty quickly. So that's a great way to close the distance. There's also a boost called Air Dash, which moves you around real quick. But of course, you can just discard, 2 or 3 cards to get up to a preferred range too. A good positioning. Like what do we say? You only need one card to hit the opponent. So any other card is just a resource.
Right. I was trying to string together combinations. I know that's how.
I am trying to string.
He's trying to be like, if I hit him
together
here, then I strike again, and then I get another free strike, then I can draw a card and strike again. He's trying to bust out a crazy like deck building combo.
I'm going to play a boost. I've seen this before. I'm going to give myself a range. I have to pay for that. I'm going to pay for that with. Do I want to do one? Yeah, I'm going to pay for that with that.
All right.
And
so you plus one range, now strike.
Yep, now strike. I'm going to strike you with. Have to choose what I want.
That gave him the range, right? Again, this is another one of these rangey things.
Yeah, the same one. Increase your range.
All right.
I'm going to hit you with.
Let's go. I gotcha. I'm already
math.
I'm already anti this attack.
This one.
All right, boom. What you got, kid?
Okay.
All right.
Whoa.
So, all right. Chasing the Reeve. All right, and focus. All right.
Oh wait. Okay, hold on. Sorry, wrong one because this one I read this as a before, not an after.
But it is indeed after.
Looking at my card. Then he's choosing a new attack.
You might have to commit to this one.
No,
you might have to commit to this one. All right. So it's 1 to 3. So that is a miss, but you'll advance 1, 2, 3 spaces and draw a card.
Yep.
Wow, calling it out.
I definitely read that as a before and not a.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you at least finally got in there. So Gordo will attack back at 1 to 2 for 4 damage.
4 damage.
You'll drop down 4. And then Gordo will draw 1 card after. And you can gauge this card too.
Yeah, because I hit, right? Boom.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, now we're in range here, huh? Huh, Lyle? Yeah? Coming in range here. Coming in.
Yeah.
This is good because honestly, Nasa likes this range better than you do.
Yeah. Okay. So I could use my ability. No, you're too far out of range here. I mean, I could strike.
Oh, I shouldn't have drawn a card there.
Not if you initiate a strike. You draw the 1 from your
from chasing. I was trying to draw a card from this, but
yeah, you should draw 1 from that.
Did I not do that, or I did do that?
I wasn't watching. Sorry.
I think I already did it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Marco.
Okay, do that. No, not exactly what I want to do there. I kind of want to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna play. How do I get you? Or I could do this.
And if you don't have the cards you need, just change cards.
Oh yeah, I could always just discard to change a card. Is that what you're telling me to do?
Yeah, change your whole hand.
I kind of like this.
Well, you're not going to like the result when you play it because it's not in range.
Well, no, not if I play it that way. But I'm thinking of doing this. I'm going to boost with this. I'm going to boost with this. I can't attack with it because it costs 3. So I'm going to boost with this. Gives me +1 speed and then a before ability. So I'm just going to boost.
All right. So +1 speed and then +1 power for every 2 cards in the opponent's hand.
Wow.
It's your turn, Lyle.
All right.
I draw a card.
Okay.
You're stacking up them cards. I'm not able to make you discard cards yet, but you wait. It's coming. Oh. You should draw 2 cards, Lyle. You should prepare. It's probably a good prepared turn.
You know what? I don't want to draw 2 cards. How about that?
All right. That's your choice, you know?
We're going to strike you, dude.
All right. Do you want to use your character ability, or are you just going to strike normally?
Oh, that's right. Oh, minus power 1, minus speed. Little rough. You know what? Let's do it because I haven't done it yet. We're gonna use my character ability. So strike I'm gonna get -1 power, 1 -1 speed. But if I hit, I gain advantage.
All right, and then go ahead and select your card.
Select your card. All right,
All right.
what do you got?
So
Okay,
block
so I'm at speed
into
I'm at speed
convey.
1.
All right, so 5 and 1. So convey will go first. So before close 3, so close is advance without moving past your opponent.
Mhm.
You hit for 3 points of damage. Block has 2 armor, so you've got 1 damage incoming.
I can spend
And
force
then,
to
since
add
you
armor.
blocked, you can discard more cards from your hand to to raise your guard, raise your armor even further.
So-
I actually have -1 power on this because of
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so it's 2 for 2. So you're taking no damage from this.
I'm taking no damage.
Cool.
I'm good.
No damage. All right. And then hit, you can push or pull 1. So take a look at the cards in your hand, Lon. See if you want to be at range 1 or 2 after this is
But
over.
he didn't technically hit me though because I had the armor block, right?
Now he still hits you.
Ah,
You just
it's still a
block.
hit. Okay.
Yeah, it's still a hit. It's just that you won't take.
I'm going to
damage.
choose pull, which does nothing, right?
It'll pull him over you to the other side.
Ah.
So he'll be there, but he'll still be at range 1. If you choose the other one, push, he'll be at range 2.
Yeah. I want him at range 1.
And then this is going to go to your gauge, right? And now we resolve the block. So block obviously doesn't hit your opponent. So there's no power on here, but you can add this card to your gauge, right? And then Devour is going to go away, and it's now, because of the advantage, Lyle's turn again.
Okay.
Because
So,
I
go ahead.
blocked it. Oh.
Yeah,
man.
any strike, your boost will clear.
But does this go away? This goes away too
Yep,
now, right?
that goes away.
Ah. You're so lucky, dude.
Got to be ready to go on the offensive.
You know what?
I know.
Again, it's one of those. I may have read things incorrectly on my hand.
Well, you can always change your cards too if you don't have the right ranges that you need.
Yeah. No, I can still do something. It's just not the original thing I was thinking about.
Right. I know what I'm doing.
I think we're gonna go.
Dang.
We're gonna strike you. Do I want to use my ability again? That's the question. Yeah, we're gonna use our ability again. We're gonna strike.
All right.
So if I get stunned, I just don't retaliate, right? That's all it is.
Yeah, if you get stunned, you won't retaliate.
I have to play a card though.
Yeah, you can also play a wild swing, which is just the top card of your deck.
Oh, that's
So if
right.
you don't feel like you've got a good.
That's right.
option,
Let's
you
wild swing
just-
for the first time, man. Let's
wild
wild swing for the
Okay,
first time.
here we go.
Yeah. Where is
right.
it? Where is it? Ah.
Classic crit camp right here.
Here
I
we
was
go.
wondering who's the first of us to wild swing. Now it's going downhill.
Swing. Ah, dive.
So dive into Unge's Invitation. So this is a speed 2, and dive has a speed 4.
Nice.
So dive will go first. So you dive, you advance 3 spaces. So you'll just go to the edge here. 1, 2, and then if you advance past the opponent, their attacks do not hit you.
Oh.
right.
Oh my god.
So this attack will swing at range 1 and 2, but will miss because of the dive effect, unfortunately. And then after advance 3, so then I'll say we'll continue to close in and get back to range 1 here. So
What? Before advance 3, if you advance past the opponent. Okay, so now we're on to his card, right?
yeah, and then his card is after advance 3 as well. So
So attacks with speed 6 or greater not hit you, but it doesn't matter. So he just comes up.
Mhm.
Okay, that's it.
yeah, cool. So then both these cards discard because they both missed,
Oh, because we can't
and
hit
we're
each
back
other.
to Chris's turn.
Back to my turn.
No, I used my ability.
But you
on
didn't
that
hit.
One, so
You didn't hit.
You
it's
didn't
hit
gain
gain
advantage.
advantage. Got it.
Good
Got
try
it.
though. Good try. Man. Okay, here. Oh, what is he at? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to use my ability.
All right. So strike.
So I'm going to go for the strike. Is this the way this works? Yeah. So I'm going to use my ability, strike, and if I hit, you must discard a card. Okay, so cool. So I'm going to strike you.
Do I wild swing this? That's the question.
Actually, do I go with that one?
Yeah.
Hold up. I'm gonna do math. Dang. Okay. I guess. That sucked. My positioning's awful.
How many cards do you have in your hand? 3? Okay. No boosts, right? Okay.
Yep, no boosts.
Okay. Yeah, this is it. Okay. I'm hoping for the best here. Okay.
All right, so
Twink.
reveal. All right, so Lumiere into Grasp. Now,
I can't actually pay for this.
you can't pay for this, so this is going to invalidate. So it just goes to your discard pile, and we draw the next card to replace it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
So
what?
it just
Discard that,
does
and
that
then
until
next
I
card.
find one that I can use? Okay.
Yep. So
Oh,
this
what?
is a card you can use. All right. So,
So you get a wild swing if you just if he plays that to.
well, he wild swung into this actually. So, but he couldn't pay for it. He didn't have enough gauge.
Oh,
for this,
you
so-
wild swung this. I thought you played this.
Yeah. Well, I
But
wild
if he
swung
had
that,
played
yeah.
it too, it would have worked the same way. If you play a card that for some reason you can't play,
Yeah.
it just discards and defaults into a wild swing.
I see.
So we have Spike into Grasp.
Grasp
all right.
goes first, right?
So, Gordo Grasp hits for 3 damage at range 1. That's a hit. On hit, of course, because of the effects, discard a card from your hand.
One
And
of my
then-
choice, huh?
Yep. And then, so Chris, you can decide you want to pull, which will keep him in the same position, or push, which will push him to range 2 or 3.
Pushed.
However, he does hit you at range 2 or 3.
Uh,
So,
Nothing I can do about that, right?
well, you could choose to pull instead. If you choose to pull, he'll remain where he is.
Oh, it's 2 to 3. Right.
Yeah.
So I'll pull. Oh, I see. I get the choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, dude. You want to push, dude.
Yeah. Pull. All right. So I pull you to
So-
keep you there. Perfect.
So you have 4 guard. You still execute the spike. However, it hits at range 2 to 3 behind Gordo, and will miss.
So
So this will go. Grasp goes to gauge. Spike goes to discard, and it's back to Wildstone.
Man, I'm getting rocked, dude.
Yeah,
getting
it's a
body
dangerous
rocked now.
position because if he keeps hitting you, you're gonna keep running out of cards.
I like
Yeah.
it. I like it.
So there's a couple of things you could do. You could just prepare.
Yeah, I'm
you
thinking
can-
about just preparing. I think I need cards in my hand. Although I'm probably guaranteed to lose one of those cards in
You're
his
right,
next
Marco.
strike.
I mean, you only get the cards. You only lose cards if he hits you, right? So
Right.
and he's only got 2 cards too. So up to you. It's a decision. The other thing that you can do is if you have some gauge here, you can spend gauge as force to draw more cards with the change cards. So you could say, I'll take the card in my hand and the 1, 2 in my gauge, and I'll throw those away, and I'll draw 3 more plus 1 to end the turn, and have a hand of 4 at that point.
Yeah.
If you just choose to prepare, you'll have a hand of 3, but you'll still have the 1 that you have here. So you can get 4 new cards or 2 new cards, basically.
Ooh, man. What's interesting? Oh,
What's up,
man.
Matt? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, love you.
Do my cards generally are range cards? I need to think.
Generally, I mean, you can look at your reference card here to see, but you've generally got ranges like 1 to 2, 1 and 1 to 2, and they're typically in the 5 to 6 speed range.
Okay.
And of course, you've got the whole normal set that everybody has, and those typically hit ranges 1 to 3. So you're
Yeah,
pretty.
I'm sort of calculating my odds on a wild swing.
Yeah.
At this
Like,
range, I think it's pretty good.
Let the Flare Carry Your Feelings, of which I think you played 1 already, is the only card that has a minimum range in this deck. And Spike, which you've also played 1 of.
Yeah, right.
So you got a real good chance of hitting a range 1 card if you wild swing. Yeah. Whether it's a good one,
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have some fun here. I'm gonna use my ability and wild swing you.
Okay. All right.
I probably should just prepare, but I'm just having some fun here.
All right. So -1 power, -1 speed, but it'll get advantage. What are you gonna do
That's if he hits, right?
if it hits? Yeah.
Right. So what? So I'm gonna do this.
Oh, what's up, Matt's in chat?
Yeah.
Says, love me some Exceed.
All right, so boom,
All
I'm
right.
coming at you with a Mortal Glide.
Mortal Glide into Cross. All right. So we're at speed 5 because of your ability.
Yes.
And speed 6.
Woo!
So Mortal Glide will actually win in this situation.
Yes, that's what I hope for.
Normally, if you were actually tied, the attacker would get the advantage,
But
and Cross would win. But because of Nanase's ability,
you Nanase, dude.
Yeah.
Nanase, Lyle.
So Mortal Glide hit at range 1 for 3 damage. So Lyle will take 3 damage. That'll stun this card because it doesn't have any guard. So your Cross will go ahead and go to discard pile. And then Mortal Glide, you gain advantage, and which doesn't matter because it's your turn next anyway.
Oh.
And you hit advance 5. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to this red space over here.
Right here? That's 5?
One more.
Oh, you don't count their space.
You
Right
don't
here.
count.
You jump,
yeah.
you don't count that space. You jump
Oh.
over it. All right, and then Mortal Glide goes to Gage, and it's Gordo's turn.
Nice. All right, now it's my turn. I'm going to exceed.
All right.
I'm going to
So
pay
you
Gage.
spend 1 Gage.
Yep. Boom.
And flip your card over.
Boom.
And
Gordo.
that's your turn. You'll draw 1 at the end of your turn, like normal.
I exceeded, dude. Leveled up.
All right. Back to you, Lyle.
Okay. It's time to prepare.
All right. So you grab 2.
Prepare yourself, Lyle.
Right. Back to Chris.
Um, dang. I want to prepare too.
Ain't no shame in it. There's a lot of cool things Gordo could do at this range.
Yeah,
but if
yeah.
you don't have the cards, you can't do them.
I could start setting them up. I can start doing a thing. So this action here where it says I can spend as much gauge as I want, and I can just keep taking actions, right?
Yeah.
So I can say I'm going to spend this gauge to use this action. The opponent must spend a force. So I'm going to make you spend a force, Lyle.
So Lyle, you have to spend 1 force. A force is a card from your hand or a card from your gauge.
Gotcha. We are gonna. You're gonna, spend 1 from my hand.
All right.
Okay.
It's still your
my turn, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, do I want to do this? I do. So I don't get I'm gonna spend another one.
All right.
Ugh,
Do it again. Spend
from
a
your
force.
hand or your gauge.
you are awful. You're an awful person. Yeah. My gauge.
All right.
I'm then going to Ooh.
Well, it's a good thing you drew cards last turn, Lyle. You'd be in real trouble right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend another one to make you do it again.
All right.
I feel like I've got a moment here.
Killing me, man.
I want you to drain your gauge.
Yeah, you're gonna drain my
Well,
gauge.
I don't completely want that, actually. I'm gonna do it again.
All right.
I'm
Last
just gonna keep
card.
doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. Cheesing. What is up,
Oh my
skeleton?
god.
Yes. Now choose the card that you wanted to
Now
use.
you're committing.
Yeah, I didn't realize you had so much gauge. This was a better strategy if you had lower gauge, but I committed to this, so now I'm committed. I feel like I've got a moment here. He threw away his spike. Nice. Okay, then I'm going to boost with
Chris,
Assault to
Okay.
close 3.
All right.
And
Air
be
dash
done.
to close 3, and now it's back to the last turn.
Oh my god, dude. And I just have like 1 card or a wild swing. This is rough, dude. Gordo is rough.
Come at me, dude.
You have 2 cards.
I mean, I see. I should have built. Yeah, and Marco made a good point. That noticed that Gordo I've landed 5 attacks, but only done 11 damage. Yeah, it's more like whack, 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 whack.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I've done nothing to you. I feel like I've done nothing this game, except for make some mistakes.
I'm red Gordo now, dude. I'm seeing red.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's my double scythe that I found in Elden Ring on a. I was gonna say earlier when you swung your sword, I basically did my iframes.
Dude.
I rolled. All
I'm
right,
striking you, dude.
you're striking
All right.
me.
The attack.
All right, the attack, the
Are you
defense.
using your ability, or are you just straight up attack?
No, I'm not using my
All right.
ability.
Straight up attack. All right. Let's
Right.
see it.
All right,
All right, grasp into
Okay.
flare. All right, so grasp is faster at 7. So
Oh,
first
nice.
you'll
Whiffs.
grasp.
Yep. I'm gonna
and
pull
whiff
him
at
1.
Range 1. No, you'll whiff at range 1.
No.
Yeah.
You're right. It's range 1.
All right.
Boo.
And then fleur will hit for 4 points of damage.
4.
And then the opponent is stunned because he's got no guard on this.
Yeah.
So you can advance 2 to the middle, or you can retreat 2 to the edge, and then you'll draw 2 cards.
Yeah, I'm gonna advance 2
Okay.
and draw 2 cards.
All right. And back to you, Chris.
Okay. Dang, that backfired. What did I do
Beautiful.
here? Man.
Hmm.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay, we're gonna get crazy. I'm gonna boost because I feel like I've got to keep moving here. So I'm gonna retreat 1. So I'm gonna boost this with mix up. I'm gonna retreat 1.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
And then strike,
Yeah.
which will have to be a wild swing now.
Yeah, which is a wild swing. Watch out.
All right.
Yep.
And then you draw 1 card after your strike. All right. And then the spike will go away. This is just an instant boost, so it doesn't stay in play.
Okay.
All right. And what have we got? So turbulence is invalid. You can discard that, and we'll roll another card. All right.
Oh,
Mortal
dang.
Slide. Cool. All right. So at speed 4 versus 1, Mortal Slide is faster. At range 4 to 8, which is going to be back here.
Huge whiff. Yeah.
So that's going to whiff. And then the focus is going to go off and hit for 4 damage at range 1 to 2. So you'll take 4 here.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
And then I'll say you'll draw 1.
All right.
Right? And that is that, as they say.
So this thing here, after range 1, gain advantage. What does that mean? If he was
That
at range
means,
1,
so after your attack,
yeah,
if the opponent's at range 1, you gain the advantage.
I would have gained
which
advantage.
means you'll have the next turn. Yeah. So ideally, you hit the opponent at like range 4 or 5. You pull them all the way in, and then you get to take another turn after that.
Well, that backfired.
That's how it works in theory.
Oh, then strike. Okay, yeah. So I didn't get to draw. Okay, dang. Okay.
All right. Cool. So I think it's back to Nanase's turn.
Yeah, I got
All
a
right.
big whiff there. That was real bad for me.
Yeah, Gordo is someone you can't really rod swing with very reliably because if you look at these ranges, he has a lot of minimum ranges. And characters with minimum ranges don't wild swing very well.
Yeah, learning that. Yeah.
I think this is a good time for me to prepare. I'm just gonna prepare.
All right, for 2 cards.
Prepare for the worst,
Right.
Lyle. I can't do that. So yeah, same.
All right, take 2, and then back to you.
Okay. I think I'm going to. Why do I exceed? That's the question. I am going to exceed.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Okay, so that flips over.
Lyle
and
levels
then
up. Nice.
It's now, and then draw 1 for end of turn, and it's back to Chris.
So now you choose 2 power or hit gain advantage. All right. And I have, so if I wanted to revert, I can add a card from my hand to my gauge, and then I get to take another action.
Draw 1 when you end your turn. And then, so Chris, if you wanted to, you could just take a card from your hand, put it in your gauge, and flip Gordo back down. And it would still be your turn to then take another action.
Yeah, he's got a lot of cards in there. Savage. I think I'm going to... I think I'm going to strike.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to strike here.
Are you using your... well, you don't have gauge, so you
No,
can't use your character action.
Yeah.
All right. So, Lyle, strike.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll reveal those.
Oh, that's true. So
What?
So you're saying like I could do the card thing and then I get another action,
Right, which you could use to use your character power.
which is a strike ability,
Yeah.
rather than just doing a basic strike. So So I could go like for instance, I want to put like Mortal Glide in for this action. Add a card from my hand to my gauge, Then I would vert.
Yep, and now you can take another action.
And then I would strike here. And if I
So
hit,
then
he would discard.
the action you use is Gordo's character action, which is strike.
Right. So okay,
and
action.
You get the hit discard a card effect.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that style. So still striking.
And then we'll reveal.
Okay. Boom.
All right, and sweep into assault.
So
okay, so assault is first.
So I close 2.
You'll close in. Yep, and you'll hit for 4 points of damage. So Wild take 4, and you'll gain advantage. So it's your turn next, and the opponent discards a card. So I'll choose and discard a card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta take more advantage of that.
Discard that. Yeah.
Right. Now sweep has 6 guard, so you're not stunned. So we're gonna carry out the sweep now. So allow sweep back. That's a hit. So Gordo will take 6 damage.
Dang.
And then the opponent will discard a card at random. You've only got 1 card, Chris, so we're going to discard your last card from hand. And then both of these 2 go to gauge because they both hit. And it's Chris's turn because he gained advantage.
How did he get advantage?
Just from the innate effect of assault.
Oh, assault. Okay, got it. Yeah, cool.
Or where was that? Oh, right
it's
here.
in his gauge, right?
Right here. Yeah. Yeah, I gain advantage. So it's now my turn again. So I can action to strike and wild swing again and make you discard more cards, right? If I hit.
Sure. That's
otherwise
that's a thing that might possibly work.
I mean, I think we just said Gordo's the worst person to wild swing with, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna Gordo action again, and wild swing for full value. Here we go.
All right.
I wish I had one more card in my gauge, but I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not the worst, says Mark.
Let's see what happens.
Oh!
We have Rusty Nail into sweep. So
3 to 6.
Because this is an ultra, you have the option to validate it. You can pay 1 gauge and use this attack, which will miss, or you can just discard this and roll again.
But I would still get the after effect, right?
You would trigger
stunned.
the active effect, but there's no way to stun the opponent if you're not going to hit them.
Right.
So it won't help you.
No. So I could discard this.
Yeah, I would definitely discard that.
Discard that.
Draw again into cross.
Cross.
Okay.
Better.
So, all right. So we have cross into sweep. Cross is going to hit at 3 power. So you're going to take 3 damage, and you're going to lose a card from Gordo's effect.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's dang, and then he's gonna retreat out of
He's
my.
going to retreat to the edge
3.
of the board.
This is way better.
Right, and the sweep will miss in this case because it's only range 1 to 3. All right, so we'll discard that. But now it is Lyle's turn again, or back to Lyle's turn rather.
Yeah, going back. All right.
Nice. Hey, look, it worked out. Amazingly.
I'm not going to validate that choice.
You have no cards in hand, right?
Nothing's changed in
All
our
right, so
Exceed history.
If I strike you, you have to wild swing.
We haven't learned anything.
3 years and you've learned nothing.
I've learned nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got 8. As Galdo's asking, I've got 8 and 18 in my discard. Lyle's got 19 discarded and 8 left in his draw deck.
Yeah.
So we're kind of even in terms of cards left. Brad, please nerf. Nerf wild swing.
Oh goodness, I've thought about it. I've thought about it a couple times, but
I didn't realize I had a 1 cost Gordo. The Rusty Nail, man. Oh.
Yeah. So it's so cheap. It's kind of just a single step over a regular special move.
Yeah. It would have been nice to wild swing into it a moment where you're far away, I guess. The 3 to 6.
There's actually a lot of 1 cost ultras in this season, and they're just a little bit above curve, but it can make a huge difference.
Ah, interesting. All right, Lyle.
I'm going to use my exceed ability here. I'm going to
so you spend 1 gauge. And are you attacking with advantage or with +2 power?
I'm going to big choices. I'm gonna.
Either way, I get +1 power though. Okay.
I'm gonna hit you with advantage.
Okay, so you're gonna swing with. I presume the last card in your hand.
Yeah.
And you have on hit. This will have advantage. All right, so let's reveal. All right, so
Speedy.
You can choose to confirm turbulence if you want, but it's gonna miss. So I think that's,
I could use
or
that.
Soul
right?
Exodus. You can choose to do that, but I would say that's the wrong move.
Yeah, I'm going to do that again.
All right. So, all right, cross versus convey. All right, so cross will go first at range 1 to 2. That's a whiff, and you retreat, but you're already at the edge.
Dang.
So, and then convey. So before close 3. So we'll close 3. Hit for 3 damage. You can push or pull 1, so you can leave him in the corner, or you can flip him over your head.
I'm gonna leave him in the corner.
All right, and then then it's your turn again, and this card goes to your gauge.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do my exceed ability again. I'm going to use a gauge to get advantage and wild swing at you.
This just turned into wild swing.
Yeah, you guys are absolute degenerates. All right.
We have no cards.
Go ahead, bro. Flip the cards.
Heart of the cards?
Oh my goodness. All right. So grasp. All right. So 3 damage to Chris. All right.
Button mashing.
All right. You can flip it. You can move him how you want.
Yeah.
Push or pull.
I'm gonna leave him there.
Leave him in the corner. All right. Cool. Add the grasp to your gauge. Sweep comes back. Takes 6 damage, Lyle.
Yeah, get wrecked.
Discard a card from your hand, but you've got none. Because of advantage, it's Lyle's turn again.
What? How's he still have? Oh, because of this.
You know what's happening.
No, he takes 7 damage.
Sorry, it is. Yeah, it's 1 more damage.
Yeah, you take 7 because of you gave me a power.
Oh,
yeah, this
dang.
is not sustainable.
Yeah, you were gonna. It's diminishing returns right now, Lyle. Choose wisely.
It's happening.
Why?
Oh my word.
Okay.
Yeah.
One time?
That air horn is going off in my head too. All right. So you can't confirm Lumia, so you don't have to roll again. All right. Dive. Great. So we got precise aim into dive. Precise aim is going to hit you for 5 damage.
You die.
Because you gave +1 power.
And you die.
Kick you across the screen.
Yes!
Oh my word.
Gordo! With the precise aim win. Yes.
All right.
Nice plays.
This is mildly distressing. Can I jump in for a game? Can I battle?
Yes.
Yeah. You could battle Chris since I lost that terribly.
All right, so he's gonna take the red seat. He takes the red seat. Awesome. Well, good game, Lyle. Good game.
Good game. Oh my word. All right. Are you gonna play Gordo again?
No, I'll show someone else. I'll do Lynn, but I do see the power in Gordo. I mean, yeah, if filling that gauge with him and then pinning him down, your gauge does not have a maximum, right?
Right. Your gauge doesn't have a maximum, so you can really load it out. And I think you could imagine how good Nanase would be if you had a hand of 7 cards at the end of there.
Yes. No. Absolutely. I was having a lot of fun there at the end.
Yeah.
But I understand. It's rough against Gordo because I was getting discarded
of the
all the way. Yeah. But I mean, so there was plenty of times where I knew like the play is actually to prepare or do the one when I had about 2 or 3 cards in the gauge to do the complete change cards action. That would have been probably the better thing to do to give myself options.
All right, so I will choose. How do you say it's
Enkidu.
Enkidu. I'm gonna go with Enkidu. Choose your fighters. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh man. Okay.
Enkidu is how we're doing this.
I wonder if Landrekia has been shown anywhere yet. Could I play Landrekia?
Gonna play someone new.
Yeah. Let's go with Batista because I think this will be a fun juxtaposition to the other game that you just played.
That standee is crazy looking.
That's awesome, right?
Oh my gosh.
So Batista is
intimidating.
Is reverse Gordo. This is a character who gets all the gauge in the world and all the force in the world, and basically has unlimited resources.
Batista.
Okay.
So let's see. Your ability is draw.
So I can strike. My push, pull, and draw effects get increased by 1. So if I have a card that says, push 2, I can push you 3. If I have a card that says like draw 1, I get to draw 2. That kind of thing.
Okay.
All right.
Is that a must? Like you have to push?
Yeah.
Like an
once
extra?
there are, now if it says like push 1 or 2, I can choose 2 or 3. right? But
Gotcha,
the effects
gotcha,
increase by 1. Yeah.
You've got a ton of ultras. I have a feeling I'm going to be
Yeah.
moved around.
This character
board.
has 5 ultras and 2 specials. And if you look at them, they're all kind of ranged. Most of them are ranged or have minimum ranges. So this is a very, very difficult character to wild swing with. But because when you wild swing, you can invalidate cards, you get a lot of control wild swinging. So it can go either way.
Right.
But if you start a wild swing, you're probably going to run through a good portion of your deck.
I know what that's like.
So that's me.
I love how Brad has now changed how he's describing characters to whether or not they're good at wild swing or not. And I
He's
do
like,
yeah,
appreciate it.
I got to play to my audience here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And Brad's taking notes.
Enkidu.
Yeah.
Enkidu. So this character, you have a pretty normal spread of cards, right? Five specials, 2 ultras, but you have this card called 3 Precept Strike, which you'll see here at the top of the reference card. You have 6 copies of that. And as an action, you can recall copies from your discard. So if you whiff with one, you can just pull it back. All right?
Oh, wow.
So let's just to sort of show you here, so you can understand what's going to happen in this game. I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these out. So this is the 3 Precept Strike. You want to get a good look at that. It's range 1 to 3, 3 power, 5 speed. Kind of okay, but it gets +1 power and +1 guard for each 3 Precept Strike in your gauge. And remember, you got 6 of these. So once you get 2 or 3, this card is going to be hitting at, like 6 power with 3 guard, and so on. So it gets good. Also, you can just spend 3 life to move it directly from your hand into your gauge, and then take another turn. So you can really power through these and get them all into your gauge. When you exceed, so we look at the other side here, you can take one of these in your gauge and you can seal it to attack with +2 power, +1 speed.
Does that mean
so you
just
get a
remove it?
huge buff?
Remove it from the
But
game.
it goes
Wow.
away. Yeah, but it goes away forever. All right. And so this character is completely built around tracking these cards and
boy.
getting as many of them into your gauge as you can.
Oh no.
All right.
So you mentioned the whole spend 3 life to put into gauge. Is that an action?
Yeah. That's the boost that's on the card.
Oh,
The
that's on the
boost
card.
is
Okay.
Spend 3 life, put this card in your
Yeah,
gauge.
sorry, that flew over. Yeah, I was like, whoa, I could have been doing that the whole time.
No. That's specifically on the 3 Precept Strike.
Okay, and also, guys, I have 34 cards in the Enkidu deck.
Yep.
So because of that Precept Strike stuff, probably right. I have
Yeah, you've got
lots
6
of those.
copies of it, and a normal deck is 30, so that's 4
4 bonus
copies.
cards. 4 bonus cards. Okay.
All right.
All right. Game time.
So, do you want first or second, Chris?
Well, let's flip the coin, Brad. This is a whole
All right,
new
let's flip the
battle.
coin.
So
Let's
you
flip
put
the
your
coin.
quarter on the machine. You flip it. Yeah, here we go.
All right, let's
Heads.
do heads.
Yeah, let's reset Brad's life.
Tails.
too.
I'll take
You
tails.
called it. I flip it. You call it. Go ahead.
Okay, heads.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you go
All
first.
right.
dude.
TTS. TTS, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so you're first. You wanted to go first?
I am. Okay. Yes, I will go first.
Okay. Oh, look at
All
that.
right.
I drew all Precept Strikes.
Oh, good. That's a really good draw for you, and you should absolutely keep it. Let's see here.
You should
Okay.
spend 18 life right now to put them all in a gauge.
We both can mulligan, right? At the same time?
Yeah, we both mulligan. So we mulligan face down. So I'd say, okay, I'm going to put this card and this card in my, and then I draw my 2 more,
Oh,
and
wait,
then
that.
I'll
Okay.
shuffle, and then I'll return this to my deck and reshuffle.
All right, so I'm mulliganing 4. So I draw 4
Mhm.
and throw these in here and reshuffle.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. And one other thing that I should mention, because it's going to be relevant in this game, is that when you spend an ultra for force, it generates 2 force.
Mm.
So if you change cards and you just go to an ultra, you get 2 cards back for it. If you move and you use an ultra, you get 2 steps for it.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
That's right. I completely forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. This is important because my character has 5 ultras in the deck. So about 1 out of every 3 cards in here is going to do that double economy.
Great.
Nice.
Yeah. So let me show you. I guess, show you my cool tricks. I'm going to go ahead and use Batista's ability. So I'm going to strike, push, pull, and draw effects are increased by 1. And so I'm going to go ahead and drop this card and attack.
Ooh, she's coming at me. It's hard. And I
Yeah.
want a little. Okay. I'm gonna-
Brad, you want to reset your life?
Oh yeah, I'm not dead yet.
I like that value. Oh, looks like you lost.
I was like, Chris might need the handicap, but not that much.
All right, flip it.
Let's go. So we reveal. All right. So we got a Spike versus Lumen Stella, and so these are both threes. In the case of a tie, the attacker will win the speed tie. So I'm going to hit you at range 3 to 6, which will be this range.
Yeah.
For 5 points of damage.
All right.
Wow.
And then on hit, I'm going to push 2 and draw 2.
Draw 2? Oh my god.
Oh my
okay.
Because I increased both of those by 1. All right. And then this will go to Gage.
And this.
All right.
My turn.
And you took 5 damage. You got 4 guards, so this is going to be stunned.
Dang.
And that'll just go away. All right.
Oh, dude, Chris, GG's.
Can I play?
Yeah, it's your turn now. It's your turn. I'm not like the Nase where I'm going to
This I suddenly just had like a flashback to going to the arcade when I was 10, and I was like, "Can I play Tekken?" And I put the thing on, and the kid was like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, "Oh, that was fun." All right. Okay, fun. I love video games.
You're doing fine.
I'm a gamer.
Fine.
Okay. What do I do? That's not good.
So pro tip, absolutely don't end your turn at range 6 from me.
Yeah. Yeah. Marco's in chat saying you have nothing that hits at that range, so you want to be able to move in.
Right. Okay. Interesting. So I'm gonna play a boost.
All right.
I'm gonna play respect.
Respect. Okay.
Brad.
So right now you advance up to 3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Now at the start of your next turn,
I get to draw.
you're going to get to draw 2 more cards. Okay.
Yep.
So first off, go ahead and draw it in your turn. Now, if I attack you, of course, this boost will go away. But if I choose not to attack you, you get a bunch of free cards. So basically, what this boost is saying is like, come at me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Brad. Respect.
So I
respect.
I don't really want to respect that because I'm at your 3 precept strike range now.
Let's go.
And I know that's where the bad things happen.
Respect.
To me, but
I know one combo.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's really all you need.
Down forward A. Down forward A.
Thank you. So let's see.
Forward A. Forward A.
All right. I'll attack. I will respect your card and attack.
All right. Well.
All right.
Yep.
So let's reveal, and I'll attack with my ability too. Since why not?
Uh-huh.
All right. Cool. Okay. So Armabellum into block. Cool. So I have to spend 1 gauge because this is an ultra, so I'll spend that.
Yep.
All right. And then I'm at speed 2. You're at speed 0. So at range 3, I'll hit. I can add up to 3 cards from my hand to my gauge for each card added this way, plus 1 power. So I'm going to add
all my cards.
1. No, I think I will do 3, but I'll just do these 3. And so I'm hitting you for 5.
Hit me for 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I love this card.
You have 2 armor already.
So good.
You can spend another armor. You can spend another card for more armor if you want.
Right. I can discard.
You can just take the 3.
Yeah. What's my thing here? Yeah. Don't I want to?
I mean, if you discard a 3 precept strike, of course you can't just fetch it back. So
I can,
so
right? But I have to use a whole action to do that, though.
Yeah.
So why would I? I mean, maybe I want to use it.
Okay.
Not saying I have one.
It's your call. You can take 3 damage, or you can pay more force.
I
don't have a horse in this race. You do what you want to do.
I can take the advantage. What do you mean?
I'm not.
No.
So, all right. So we're doing this for this effect. When you are hit, spend any amount of force for plus 2 armor per force spent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I've already reduced it to 3. So I spend 1 to just take 1 damage.
Yeah. If you spend another card, you'll take 1 damage. If you spend an ultra, you'll take no damage because an ultra is 2 force.
Okay. I'm going to spend 1 to reduce it.
Okay.
To 1 damage.
Just take 1.
Yep.
All right. And then after, I'll close or retreat 2. So I'll retreat 2. 1, 2. And then now it is.
This goes to my gauge.
And then after you get to activate your attack, after add this to your gauge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And so then the grasp goes away. My card goes to gauge from a hit. All right. And there we are.
Okay. Nice.
Oh my god. The how quickly you put 4 cards in your gauge is bananas to me.
Yeah, exactly. It's so fast. It's so fast.
Yeah, it's so fast.
Okay, watch out. 3 precept strikes coming out, so I can spend 3 life to
And put that
add
in your
this to my
gauge.
gauge.
And then take another action.
And then I'm going to take another action. Oh, you're savage, dude. Oh, dang. I guess I can take any action I want. I'm just going to prep.
Okay.
Prep. Okay,
Cool.
your turn.
All right. I'm going to use this this boost called Curse Commandment. I have +3 power, and I now strike with a card from my gauge face up. So I'm just going to throw this at you and ask you, do you have an answer to that?
Yes. Watch out. Jeez. So this is speed 5.
And it doesn't stun, so you still get to like do whatever move you want.
What do you mean it
But
doesn't?
it is going to hit you. This attack does not stun.
Right.
So
Oh.
you don't have to have any
Oh,
guard.
just
You're going to
outright
get
doesn't.
to do your move. Yeah.
3 to 8? My
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, these ranges are
I mean,
This is the range
completely
character.
crazy.
This is the range character. in this
I
game.
keep
Well,
just
actually, there's
trying.
like 4 range characters.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh my
but
gosh.
but this character has a bunch. This is the projectile character for this game.
Okay. Oh, I have to pay that though. Wild swing.
Wild swing. Okay. All right. So let's see. So we've got Gale Edge versus Micoricio. All right. So attacks with speed 5 or greater do not hit you.
Calculated.
So this attack does not hit you.
Yes.
And then my after effect is if it hit, draw cards. That doesn't happen either.
Nice.
I would
Can't
say
believe it
well
worked,
played, but I'm just salty.
But now I advance
All right.
2.
And then you advance 2, and it's your turn.
And I don't get to keep this because I didn't hit, right? So
Yeah, that's right.
Nice. Yes. Calculated.
Wow.
This is how you win, Chris.
This is my moment. This is my moment.
Complete RNG.
I'm gonna get one moment, and this is it. All right, here we go. All right, I am. What is this?
Make it count.
I don't have any precept strikes in my discard because this is the only one I've gotten, right?
I don't know. I'm not looking at your hand.
Oh, you're not. Right.
I'm
Right.
not.
Only the entire whole game you've been looking. All right. Yeah. Screen cheating. All right. I'm coming at you, bro.
I mean, even though it is over here on my Skype window,
Right.
I could. I'm not.
You're being a good guy, good
not.
friend. Do I do this first? How do I take advantage of this? I want to do a cool thing. I'm looking at these abilities to try.
You should be at the great range to do something.
I am. So, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to strike you. Hwah!
Okay. I shall go ahead and use this, which is my block. All right. So Spiral Palm. So you're going to spend 2 cards.
Yep.
And use this.
Yep.
All right. And then so it's range 1 to 3. You hit for 4. I've got 2 armor. I'm just going to take the 2 damage. All right. And then after close 2, so you'll step in.
Yep.
And then my block was not stunned out, so I'll just put that in my gauge.
You were not stunned. Okay.
All right.
It wasn't?
No, because you hit me for 4. I took 2.
Oh, so it's
because I
only
have 2
2
armor.
Right.
And so I have 2 armor, 2 damage versus my 3 guard. So I'm not stunned.
Okay.
And that goes into your gauge, Chris, I think.
Oh,
yep,
yeah, that's
go
right.
to your gauge too. Okay. So I'm gonna change cards. I'm gonna spend 5 force here. So remember, every card is 1 force plus the ultra is 2. So I'm gonna spend 5 force to draw 5 cards, and then at the end of my turn, I'll draw 1.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I can use my ability here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already in on you. Already closed 1. So, man, that's really not doing what I need to do here, though. I feel like I want to do that, though. So if I do this, I just get it to my hand, huh? And then that's my whole turn.
You get it to your hand, and then you draw, and then you close 1, and then you also draw a card for the end of the turn. So you'll get the 3 precept strike plus 1 more card, effectively.
All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that
All right.
card.
And you close 1, but you're already at
there.
the edge. And then you draw 1, and that's the end of turn.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see.
I think
what
I
am
need to
gonna
get
do
those.
here?
I think I need to get those. I have 6 in here, right?
Yeah, you got 6. If you don't have them, you can just change cards, and you'll definitely get some.
And I keep
so
drawing
let's see,
cards.
What am I going to do here? I will... This is kind of tough. Not the best hand. All right, I'm going to spend 2 force to just cross sides with you. So I move.
Right, this is worth
Draw
2
one.
force because it's a
Okay.
super card. That's right. The super card. All right, it just flipped over me. All right, so then what I can do here is... Okay, so I can then be fancy guy.
I don't know. What does that mean?
Yeah. I'm not.
What's happening?
It's hard to tell. It's
I'm
hard to
just
tell what
just
that
trying to
means.
do
It could mean
something.
a number of things.
I'm just trying to hurt you. So I'm going to use Calamity Crest. I'm going to spend 3 life. YOLO.
All right.
Put this in my gauge.
You hurt the wrong guy.
And then I'm going to strike you.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Go ahead.
yeah. I mean, I bet you can't read my plays.
I'm a little concerned, but let's see. Okay, I'm gonna sweep that.
All right. So
All right,
I'm at
chain kick. All right, so +1 power, +1 guard. So you're at 3. I'm at 2. You're faster. So you can before advance 1. So you'll jump back over me here.
Yeah.
And then you hit me for 5.
Yeah.
Okay. For 5.
5 because
You get the 1 bonus. All right, so I am going to take all 5 of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Yep.
And then that's that. And so then I have 6 guards, so I'm still going to counterattack you. I'll sweep for 6 damage, and so I'll drop you down to 12. And you lose a card from your hand at random. I'll just grab this one.
Okay.
All right.
Savage, dude.
Cool. All right, and it plays to me.
At least you don't have 30 health. I'm hurting him, Lyle.
I know, and you're hurting him, and you're hurting yourself too.
I shall.
He's just so quick. Like I just.
Yeah.
All right, my attack.
Oh, you're attacking me. You're just gonna attack me, bro.
Yep, I'm just gonna attack.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna. Let's do.
No.
Okay. All right. This time for sure.
All right, YOLO.
Are you doing? Is it just a regular attack, not your other attack? Your.
I will go ahead and use my character ability because why not? I'm on the offensive.
And boom.
All right. Cool. So assault into dive.
Dang,
Assault's
5.
4. Dive is 5. I close 3 spaces, which doesn't do anything in particular, and I'll hit you for 4 damage.
So this was irrelevant. Dang it.
All right, and then advantage, so it's back to me.
How did you? What does this whole card say? Hit, gain advantage. Great. So this totally. I don't even get to.
Yep. Stunned out.
Yeah, you got stunned out.
Go home.
Well.
All right, your move.
I.
Or my attack rather. My attack. Your response.
Oh, are we gonna see an ultra? What?
Yeah,
what are
right.
we gonna see?
Exactly.
What's gonna happen?
You know what? Yeah, wild swing, dude. Wild swing. I want to do this,
Okay.
but I don't think it's gonna help me. So wild swing.
All right. Sweep into cross. So cross will be faster. I'll hit you for 3 damage,
6 speed.
and I'll back up to here.
You hit me for 3.
Just 3. You got 6 guard, so you're gonna hit me back for 6. I'm gonna drop down to 7.
Nice.
Because you're within 3. Yep.
Yep.
See? Yeah.
And then I lose a card, so go ahead and take a card from my hand.
This one.
And
Ah.
got my ultra, got my good ultra, and drop in the discard pile.
Yes, Chris. Yes.
All right.
Yes. This is the moment. This is
And
my
then
moment.
this goes to your gauge.
Yes. Uh huh.
All right. So it's your turn. It's your turn, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what you want to do, but my recommendation might be change cards 5, and then you have a whole hand of 6 or 7 to start your next turn.
You'd have a whole
But
hand of 7. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
that's,
so why 7? Well, it's 5 total here, so I get 1 per each, right?
yeah.
So it would be 6.
So, but remember, this one is 2.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
Just
per
2.
force. Okay. Yeah.
So,
Right.
Yeah. So you would get 6 more and 1 to end your
Yeah, but
turn.
then,
And that
you
would
know-
put you at a full hand of 7 to be able to react to whatever I've got.
I'm taking the recommendation only because you designed this game.
I might leave this one. I'd say leave this one.
Oh yeah. So
You
6.
paid for that.
So 6.
You paid life for that.
So I
Yeah.
get 6. 6.
So you'd get 6, right? And you've got one boost on your 3 precept strike. Okay. Cool.
You said there's
So-
6 precept strikes in this deck, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
change
let me
cards
just-
again if you don't get one.
let me see. Okay.
I'm gonna draw
There's
2.
6.
It's your turn again.
There's
It's your turn
6.
again.
That's
There's 6.
That's 1/5 of my deck should be precept
Yes.
strikes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, change again. Change again.
Yeah. No.
Or do you have like 5 of them? Is that how it is?
Yeah, it's exactly how it is.
Okay. All right, it's your play.
Okay, this is my moment. This is how it goes. I'm looking at these boosts here. Looking at the boosts. Looking for Lin boosts. What? Oh, that. Wait, okay, so can I ask a question about Block's boost? It says
Yeah.
discard a boost in play, then strike. If I
Yeah.
boost with Block, can I discard that?
Well, you could, but the idea is that like I play a continuous boost that's gonna give me stats, and you throw that away and then you strike. Right?
That's actually what I want.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good. I think I have what I want, though. Oh, no, I don't. It's the same card. Dang it. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to do this.
Okay. That's an
Strike.
attack.
I need some Lin cards in here. I'm missing the way she plays, where it's every
All
boost
right, I'm
is
gonna
like...
wild swing.
Okay,
This is bad, but it's
Wow.
what I got.
Wow.
one time.
All right.
Oh.
Transference at 4, and Spike is at 3. So I guess I'll confirm.
You're going to
this.
pay for that, yeah.
yeah.
Dang.
So I'll hit you for 4 damage.
Still alive.
Ignoring
and
guard.
Advance 2 and draw 1.
Oh, are you kidding me? So I do get to attack, but I whiffy whiff.
So because it ignores guard, it'll stun you out.
No, you stunned out, dude.
Didn't even
Yeah.
matter. Didn't even matter.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Chris.
That was my moment. That was my 2 to 3. I'm still
That
alive.
was crazy.
I'm still alive. Come
Hard
at me.
counter,
I'm not done.
dude.
I'm
All right.
I'm hanging in there, man.
Yeah.
I have 1 health. This is where I win. This is it.
All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna.
I'm out of pots. I don't have my urgent heal. It's okay. I'm gonna fight this
What are
boss
we
to the
gonna
end. I'm gonna put this boss down. I'm gonna put down the boss.
All right. I'm gonna use this boost veil off. I put this into my gauge. I exceed for free, and I draw a card. Go ahead.
Oh no. Okay, I had a thing. Okay. Yes. How do I
Chris is
stop
gonna
you?
think about doing it the honorable way. Play a 3 precept strike boost and just
How do
take
I
himself
stop
out.
you? I need something to.
I don't think you can't spend your last 1 life. I mean, you can't just
Okay.
scoot. Like, you're never forced to finish a game.
I love that.
But
Precept
you're not allowed
strike!
to seppuku.
Yeah.
Precept strike. Yeah. I went down. I'm trying to think of the Naruto move. The gotta jump up in the sky, and then I just hit the ground. Just end. Okay. This is how we're going down. This is how it's going down. Here we go. This is it.
Okay. Ready.
Philadelphia right here. Striking you. I'm going out
All right,
fighting.
You're striking me.
I'm going out fighting, man. I'm not gonna go out with a wild strike because I don't trust it. I end up pulling something like nuts that I can't afford.
I mean,
All right.
from personal experience, it's not so great.
Earlier
Let's
it worked
see,
out
let's see.
once.
All right, I'll wild swing for this one. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Boom.
We'll do it your way.
Why is this? Okay, so I win. Ha!
All right. Yes. So you're faster. You hit me for 4 damage. I've got 2 armor, so I'm going to take 1, 2, and then
Because I hit.
Yep, because you hit, and then you gain advantage to the next turn. But I'm not stunned. I'm going to counter back for 4 damage back to you.
Which kills me.
Yeah, these last
it.
couple Brad Wild swings have been perfect counters.
Boom! Dang! Yeah.
I'll say I got a bit lucky.
Yeah, it was all luck. It was all luck. I mean, hey, sometimes it's just all luck, right, Brad? Sometimes,
Sure,
I'm willing to
sure.
lose to luck. I can say, but Brad, good game, dude. Good game.
Well, I
Brad,
guess
is
we're nearing the end of our time. do we want to set it in for like one more game and we get every matchup possible at the table, or do we want to
Yeah, we've got about 15 minutes here. What do you think, Lyle? You want to take them on and ouch?
Oof, I don't know if we can finish the game in 15. And I kind of have a hard out today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, I'd love to play. I'd love to show off more of the characters, but you know, I mean, we can kind of go down the line here. If you wanted to describe a few things, I mean, I know we didn't get to get in there. There is a mechanic I did want to mention. We didn't talk about that is sort of new to Uni here, which would be traps.
Yeah.
Did you want to speak to that?
Any of the trap characters?
Oh,
And
yeah,
I can show you how they
yeah.
work.
Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Show us a little bit about that.
Okay.
I do want to play
Cool.
more, but
So let me pull out. So there's two characters. There's 3 characters that have traps in this set. 2 characters use them really heavily. Those are Byakuya and Carmine. So these 2 here.
Okay.
So just to give a quick look at this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So when you can strike, you can discard a web trap on the opponent's space to gain +2 power and +2 speed. So keep that in mind, and I'll show you like what a web trap looks like. So this character has 3 ultras, and all of those ultras have the web trap boost on the bottom. So they all have the same boost. Actually, no, sorry. This character has two different kinds of ultras. So there's 4 total copies of this card in the deck, of this boost in the deck. All right. And what they do is when you play it into a space. Okay. When a player enters this space during a strike, they stop moving, and you get to push them, pull them, or gain advantage. So let's say we were in a situation like this, and Enkidu, say you used an assault, right? And you wanted to close in on me. As soon as you step here, I can shoot. You stop moving, and I can choose to pull you in, push you out, or get advantage on this attack. So I get the next turn. I have those choices, and then this card gets discarded. All right. But let's say let's say I just play it under you, right? So you're like, I can play this into a space as my boost, so I just play this boost right under you. Now I can use my character ability next turn to attack you with +2/+2. So it's really scary to be standing on one of these things. So you have to either strike me this turn or move off of it.
right.
It really puts the heat under your opponent to do something about this.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's kind of crazy. And so the only way it can get discarded is if you enter it.
it gets discarded by its own effect, or you can just, if you stun. So if the trap doesn't go off, it'll stay in play. But if you stun Byakuya, it'll go away.
Okay.
So that's just an inherent part of traps, is that whenever you get stunned, they disappear.
Yep.
And then the other thing, of course, you can do is you could use like your tech hit, and these are still boosts, so you can just discard a boost from play.
Oh.
Right. And that's how those work.
Right.
So Byakuya's traps give him mobility control. Like if this is behind you and you try to like cross away from me or something, I'll be like, nuh-uh, and just put you back. Right? You can't get away from these things once they're on the table. So very dangerous mobility control. The other side, the other character that uses them is Carmine, and Carmine has offensive traps. So he's got 6 of them. So this man is playing traps all the time. Like you really can't get away from these.
Yeah.
And the way that Carmine's traps work is that whenever he attacks, he checks to see if a trap is in his range. And if it is, then his range extends by 1 and he gets +2 power. So, so let's say we're in a situation like this and I throw a grasp. Normally grasp only hits at range 1 for 3 damage. But because this is in my range, I could use this trap, extend it out an additional space, and hit you for 5.
Oh.
All right. And it stacks. So let's say we're in a situation like this.
Oh no.
I could grasp you. This is in range, so it becomes range. It goes up by a range, and then this is in range. It goes up by a range, and this is in range. And it goes up by a range. So now I hit you at range 1 to 4 for 9 damage with my grasp. So Carmine, as a character that you really can't allow him to just sit around and boost all day. You've got to keep attacking to keep peeling these boosts off the board.
either by triggering them yourself or clearing
you
them
can't
directly.
Trigger them. Yeah,
You
you can't trigger them, but
Okay.
you can stun him. And if you stun him, then and he's not very fast. So if you stun him, then you can take these out.
Interesting. Yeah, that's crazy. Those are cool. That's cool that
yeah,
you're utilizing
that's
the board either for control or for the boost ability. That's nuts. But that's so cool.
It's a new dimension for these characters.
Yeah. Wow.
It's funny. It's like seeing these traps. Like I'm already thinking that Matt would love to play characters like this.
Yeah, that's up Matt's range. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
And it's totally cool. Marco in chat was also clarifying that how do you say her name? Byakia. Byakia can use this to extend her own range as well.
Yeah.
So it says a player enters this space. So you could push or pull yourself.
Yeah. So let's say you have an assault, right? You can go like 1, 2, and then because you entered the space, you stop moving and advance again.
To push yourself forward.
Basically. And then you can hit. You can connect with this.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can use them to your advantage. They're not just against the opponent. So you can trigger your own traps that way. That's cool. Just the same way that Carmine was doing it there. Yeah. That's super cool. It's it's a whole nother layer. And or you'd pull Carmine. You could do either one. Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Push or pull. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. It's adding a whole nother layer of like strat and utilizing the board and running around. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I played that wrong. Like when you hit the web trap here, push or pull is always the opponent. So I'd land on here and I pull Carmine.
Oh, it's always the opponent. Okay.
To me, yeah, push and pull is always the opponent.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
But anyway, that's the idea.
That's so cool.
And these are just a few. Like every character has some really like some crazy unique gimmick going on in this season. So there's a lot of really cool new stuff going on.
Yeah, we got to see 4 new characters, which is neat coming from the game. Outside of, you said the Lynn Hyde box is sort of the starter box that you recommend.
Yeah, this is a great place to start. These two are a really good matchup for each other because they have he's got a lot of power and control and she has a lot of speed and economy.
Yeah.
So they can. There's a good dynamic to that matchup.
Interesting. Yeah. I loved playing Lynn. Like we were talking a little bit before the stream, I felt like accessibility wise, that Lynn was great. I mean, I kept looking for it in this game just because I guess that was my first experience, and that's what I know. But I was looking for the ability to like, oh, now I can, like what Lyle was saying, we're looking for those combos. We're always looking for the value in my turn. If I'm going to drop 3 or 4 cards, it was very easy to see with Lynn.
Okay.
I felt when we played our game, I was like, well, I'm just going to keep doing this because I can just keep striking you.
Yeah, and all of Linne's boosts like roll into each other's strikes. So as long as you can keep cards in hand, you can keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
Kind of like Nanase, like you saw as well.
Yeah, I mean, I thought these were really cool. Yeah, and I very much enjoyed playing her, and then playing off that character ability earlier today was a lot of fun with the discards and that kind of stuff with Gordeau. I felt like game number 2 with Gordeau, just staying in the accessibility theme. Game number 2 with Gordeau, I would play him completely differently and really utilize his ability to, like you saw, I don't think Lyle and I would always end in a 5-turn wild swing battle. I think next game in that matchup, Lyle and I would definitely know what we're going to do and have more of a counter we'd be looking for.
I think you would have had a really good game against Batista as well if you had gone with Gordeau a second time, because I was hitting at those long ranges, and Gordeau can just reach to range 4 and 8 really quickly.
Yeah.
Whereas with Enkidu, you have to be ready to play cards like Respect to move around the board.
Yeah.
Right.
And you hit a few of those, but it's anyway. Every matchup has a lot of depth, and so you can learn these matchups. And if we played this matchup again, I'm sure that it would go very differently, because you'd have an understanding of like, oh, these are the ranges I can and can't stand at. These are the boosts that I should and shouldn't play at this stage, beginning, middle, end of the game. And here's how I can combo out against this character who, and whether you can tell whether your opponent's in a weak position or a strong position, in a way that you don't get on your first game.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's always been incredible to me that this game does feel like takes a lot of the mechanics from and feels like a fighting game, like a virtual fighting game. It's like you can get really good with your character, all your moves, but you have to change your strategy depending on what your opponent decides to play. And it's really cool. It's like you have your basic moves, you have your special moves. You can, if you play enough, you can wrap your head around all the things you're trying to do and set up for. You just have to like kind of switch up your gameplay depending on your opponent. It feels really great.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I like knowing that the time you
looks
put
like
in. Yeah.
all we do is wild swing and button mash. Hey, but
You need to
that's
play-
that's a
so
legit strategy too.
There are characters that are wild swing characters. Like Mika is a wild swing character, whose ability is that she gets really good wild swings. And same with Yuzuriha to some extent. This character also has like extra wild swing abilities. So there are characters that are actually built around that idea. If you like to roll the dice, you can pick up a character that actually suits that play style. So
And that's so cool. It's so cool that that's even available as like an option if you like that play style, just to have fun. Like you play the game you want, but like you're saying, Lyle, I like that you can invest time into this game, and it'll just make you a better player as a main. Like you're saying, I always play X in the fighting game because I know all his special moves, and it's like, oh well, can you play somebody else? It's like, no, this is the character I spend my time on, and he's who I know. Just like in Smash, you're always good with it, like maybe three characters, but you're really good with this one, right? Like, so I always choose him to start because I don't want to lose, or I want to mitigate my losses. Just like we mentioned earlier too, guys, this is not a deck building game. These decks are pre-built, so you get in and you can spend the time. It's sort of like some other card games we've been playing where you get a deck, you spend the time figuring it out, and you know where its weaknesses and strengths are. It's all set. You look right at your character reference once you get to know the game, which is neat. We even saw in the breakfast mod, the community breakfast mod, that they have sheet layouts of all the normals and everything for each character that you can, once you know how this game works, if someone's playing someone against you haven't fought against, you can easily see kind of like what their breakdown is as a character, right? And it'll just come to you better and better the more you play, but that's huge. It's huge. And then you can adjust your play style to fit, to make the game interesting. It's not always going to be about watching Brad destroy, because it like as Galdo says, not knowing your cards is always a bad thing, and it's definitely true. You have a huge advantage in this game if you know your cards, right?
Yeah. I guess I hope that in this game you see that there's a depth to experience of knowing the matchups and knowing the characters, and you really can there's room to get good. Which I think is the main attraction of a fighting game is is that idea of I can master this, and you can master this. There's a lot of depth to it to master.
Yeah, and like
and that being said, though, to get into the game as a beginner, you still have to keep in mind that half of everyone's decks are still normals, and so you're going to share that, and so even just knowing your matchups or what's available in the normals, what you can play, what your opponent can play as a counter, can kind of get you pretty far, I guess, in sort of your knowledge of what to play, even if you don't know the specials of that other character that you're playing or something like that. So that's what I think is also cool, because like there's also strategy there in just those cards themselves.
Yeah. And Tyrek confirms your point, Brad, that developing Mastery and Exceed is incredibly rewarding. Yeah, and I mean it feels good as a new player. That's what I like about this game. It feels good. I don't feel defeated. I don't feel like that it's going to be hard to come back to again. I think it plays into the fact that it gets me excited to play Gordeau again. It gets me excited to play like Lynn. When we played the other night, I wanted to play that. We played against Vega. Lyle and I did a Vega match. I wanted to play it again. I wanted to fight again. I wanted to see what you would do to counter me and how I could do it again, and see what would happen.
The second match is always the interesting match.
Yeah, the second match is always an interesting match, but like the fact that there's so many characters to choose in this season is great, because the discovery is always really, really rewarding too. It's like picking up a deck, not really understanding what that deck is in the beginning, and then figuring it out on that first game, and then playing it better on the second game, and then finding a new character. And then once you've played all of them once, you can sort of then figure out which one fits your play style the best, and then start maining that. That's exciting to me.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely about finding the right character for your play style.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's really what makes a difference in any fighting game, but especially in this one.
Escaldo brings up a point. Have you ever seen people? So he said he feels like maybe just using a match and just normal cards without their special cards. Do you see people doing that to learn this game in terms of rule sets?
So when you play only normals, it's a little too consistent. Like if we build a deck with 4 copies of each normal, and it was just that, it's really consistent. There's actually a character in Balanced Breakfast called Jimina, and she has all of her specials are just side grades of the normals.
Oh, interesting.
And this character is ridiculously consistent and is rated as like S tier by a lot of players, because normals are really good. I think that's what a lot of players overlook, is that normals are quite good, and really do form a foundation for your strategy. So
I gotta say, sometimes the sweep feels like an ultra.
Sweep feels like an ultra, yes.
Yeah, the strike looked great. I mean, it was cool. It was like 2 to 3 rand, do 5 damage or whatever it is, based on
spike.
I mean, spike. Yeah, I mean, I kept also looking at the boosts and being like, well, I want to boost till I have like a bunch of power boosts, and then I'm gonna strike you. You know what I mean? Like, and then of course you just strike me and then clear all my boosts, and I'm sad. But
playing a lot of boosts is it's a style, right? It's a particular style.
It's
and
risky.
There are characters in this set that like to stack up a lot of boosts, like Wagner over here is really good at that. And I want to say that like Seth also over here is really good at that. So if you like to be like a more kind of calculated, pensive build up sort of style, these two are great for that. Carmine's also great for that. But as a general sort of flow, it's very dangerous, right? You're putting a lot of weight on a single pivot point.
Yeah.
And so you got to be real careful about that.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting point. But yeah, I mean, I would say accessibility's there, the fun's there, replayability's of course there. I mean, this is like playing a fighting game. And the theme is there, like Lyle said. It feels good. It feels like you're playing a fighting game and you're moving things around.
Well, I'd recommend that y'all check out Under Night at some point, because it's a really fun one. And I think if you like the style of this game, you'll like the style of the source material.
Right.
Nice.
I think even Lyle, I would say that too. When we were playing the Street Fighter stuff, like with Vega, it was like, oh, this totally feels like playing Vega. Like it's like, oh, he's jumping around. You're coming at me.
Yeah,
like,
it was really interesting because there's a lot of I think his hero power or whatever is like you have to be on the edge of the board, and then there was like special boosts that basically can dive you to any space, and then you activate a strike. And I was like, that feels very Vega-like. That's awesome.
Yeah, you're just everywhere, all over the place at once.
Yeah. Well, you nailed the theme then. That feels good. That's a good thing, and it will definitely make you appreciate the game even more, which is cool. So I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Yeah,
man.
I think we're gonna have to play a lot more of this game.
Yeah.
I want to send you a set when it comes out, and you can try it out in real space now that we're all re-emerging from the pandemic.
That's right. Well, I mean, there you go, guys. Exceed Fighting System, Under Night in Birth from Brad over at Level 99 Games. Really cool. Thanks for joining us, Brad, and doing that. Anything else you want to mention that's going on at Level 99 before we head out of here?
Well, this is still available, and you can pre-order it now. It's going to be releasing in the early to mid fall. So Great. A lot of that depends on supply chain, which logistics are weird right now. At the end of this month, we're going to be launching Dead by Daylight, the board game. We just announced that earlier this month, and so that's going to be a big thing. We're going to be showing some more gameplay for that in the coming weeks. So I hope that you follow us and check it out, and be there for the Kickstarter. It's $100 all in, and it's a miniatures game. So it's a miniatures game. It's $100 all in, and you get it this year. So wow! It's an awesome value compared to a lot of video game, board game Kickstarters out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so
cool.
So I hope that you'll check that out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Right.
Well, we appreciate your time, Brad. Thank you for everything. And then always keeping us in mind for the Level 99 stuff. Exceed, guys. Check out all the other stuff from Exceed. Like we said, go over to level99games.com. Check out their Discord. Hop into the community over there. Like Brad said, you're always kind of got games going. They've got all kinds of games online via Tabletop Sim, even with some of their other titles and stuff like that. But Exceed, the breakfast mod, is available right now, so you can get in there and try all the other versions of Exceed. Learn the game and get excited. Maybe do some tournament stuff. That would be a lot of fun. I would like to see how a tournament of this works out. When got to figure out my main.
They're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and just get wrecked.
Yeah.
Well, we all would. We all would.
Yeah, no, it's a great time. It's a great time. We appreciate everything, Brad. Thank you, everyone joining us. Cheers, peace, good gaming. Level 99 games, guys. Uni, Exceed. Check it out. It's out now, or for pre-order now. We're coming out this fall. That's it. Peace, good gaming, everyone. Have a great day. And we'll talk to you next time.
Have a good one.
Bye,
All right,
everybody.
bye.
Happy gaming.